Hey, my name's Lex Tyson. I'm sitting here with Sam Perry, who's going to be playing at Go Local on the 25th of November. Sam.
Yes.
We've been tracking you down for a while. Where have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been in Europe.
Ah.
Not doing much.
Not doing much?
No.
No, just hanging out?
Drinking too much. Yeah, we had a few meetings and stuff over there about later stuff, but no, not much.
Later
just
stuff?
getting away from what surrounds us.
What surrounds us?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, Sam, we've got a little bit of a pedal board in front of us.
We do.
Why is this? What's your music? What's it about? What's its vibe?
Big question. I call it effect step.
Effect
Because you're
step.
stepping on effects.
Yeah.
Basically, you've got a microphone.
Yeah.
Goes into the guitar effects pedal, goes into the loop station, runs through a couple of bass synthesizers and a foot tuner and expressions and whatnot. And so I send my tones through that one and layer them with this one so I can cue them up so I can have a beat.
So
harmonies.
what got you into this? This isn't really like, your parents tell you to learn piano when you're younger. This
No,
is...
although they did.
They did?
I
And you
did.
chose this instead?
Yeah. I think I used to be in a band.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone had massive opinions.
Yeah.
And we didn't work. And, they're going to see that.
We'll edit that out.
Edit that out.
You guys were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they were good. We're still friends and,
Yeah.
and all that jazz. But this way you can just sort of, no one's late for rehearsal. You can rehearse when you want. And, I mean, there's a load of loop artists like
Yeah.
Beardy Man, Dub
Yeah.
FX.
Yeah.
He's coming for Southbound. Get your tickets.
Mhm.
Stuff like that. And the way they do it is just, you can literally sort of think of something. So I can put a drum and bass beat to Frank
Yeah.
Sinatra if I wanted.
Yeah, that's cool. So
Yeah.
is anyone else on stage with you when you perform, or is it just you?
No, unless I pull Chris up, my fat manager. But no, not really. I just
No?
sort of abuse people I know.
So how do you get the stage what's the vibe you are on stage? If it's just you must have to...
Well, I get headphones, so I'm sort of in my own little world. Like if I close my eyes, it'd be like being in my bedroom. It's not
Yeah.
like I don't have the fallback problems and stuff like that. I don't know. You have a couple of drinks and you sort of forget what you're doing. You just sort of do it again.
Yeah.
And
What
then-
makes a good night?
Ooh.
What do you need to perform at your best?
No mistakes. To not be nervous, which is the hardest thing. You gotta be straight mind and not worry about the second track beat timing or
Yeah.
because the toughest thing with this, if you can lay the beat and that's all fine, get the tempo, but I could start in the wrong key because there's no guitars, there's no keys, it's just whatever I sing. And the first time I do it, it comes live out the speakers, so you've got to nail it straight away.
Yeah.
So if you don't think about it, you can. If you do think about it, it's half-assed.
Have you had a best performance?
Park Life was good.
Yeah.
Best performance. I
Not
did one at the
even-
bakery.
Oh, yeah.
It was my girlfriend's birthday.
Which is where you'll be for Go Local.
Go Local.
Plug.
Plug.
Yeah. Go.
And I got really drunk because we had a hotel room and I'd never played drunk before, so we're
Yeah.
actually testing it. Something that I had with
Yeah.
Chris again. And we sing "If I Could Play Drunk," and so
Could you? At least you thought you could.
You'd have to ask Chris.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I couldn't. I had to sit down for the last 3 songs because it did take a little bit too far. But yeah, I don't drink anymore. But it was a good fun. They've
well,
got
that's
like
alright.
a big
As
rug
long as
on
you're
that
having fun.
stage, don't they? It's like
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a big
Yeah.
red. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So, worst performance then? Would it be the
Ooh.
same one then? The one where you...
Yeah, probably.
It's the same one.
Although, yeah, worst performance. Well, I did a load of open mics to make my name.
Yeah.
I got pushed into the indie bar.
Did
and-
you have this sort of thing? Or was
Yeah.
it just you? Oh,
I did
okay.
open mics
Yeah.
with this, just sort of rocked up. Every time we did an indie bar, it sort of turned into a party because they're just acoustic. You can imagine
Yeah.
acoustic guitars, and then all of a sudden drum and bass, just like at the end of the night, just like, yeah. So I mean, I'm sure I've played really badly all over the place, but you just sort of get along with it, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's
Where
different.
might people have heard you before? Where Sam Perry played? In your Park Life you mentioned.
Park Life, we did Laneways,
Oh yeah, cool.
One Movement.
Oh okay, cool. So for you, round.
Yeah, we did
Birthday
Sydney
thing.
for a little, just a show in Sydney, and I met up with Triple J.
Oh cool.
Had some conversations. We're going to launch the single through them, I think.
Oh, what's the single? What can people
It's
look out for?
called The World Won't Wait,
Yeah.
coming to you in February, and that is just before the album. So we're working, I say I'm working on an album because there's lots of
It
people
sounds-
that help.
yeah.
And that's going to be out maybe March, but don't hold me to that. But the single will be out February, and yeah, it's some different stuff. I've never played it live.
Will you play it live at Go Local? maybe not.
Maybe, yeah.
What can people expect from you at Go Local?
I don't know. Everything's different. Every time you get on stage, it's different. I
What you
could
feel.
lay a beat and then take the mick out of
So
that
you don't
guy
know
a
what you're
little
going to
bit.
do before you go
Every
on stage?
show's different. It's never nothing's pre-written. You start things different times, play songs different
So
areas.
it really is your mood
Yeah,
and how you're feeling.
Exactly. So you've got to just not think about it, be happy, and
Yeah.
and attack it. And you've just
Yeah.
got to always got to be different. It keeps it fresh.
What about people watching you? What sort of headspace would you think? You
Yeah,
know, when
that's
you
it.
think about where would you listen to Sam Perry, the ultimate place?
With headphones on, I think.
Headphones on the bus?
Yeah, on a bus
Or,
or a
or
train.
in your room by yourself, looking in the mirror at yourself?
Yeah,
I don't do that.
naked.
No.
I don't know really, because it's all about the sounds and the pannings, and it's all just the voice. So if you can really hear it, it's good. I like it after a couple of beers, but I don't really listen to myself all that much.
You know, an hour a day, maybe, max.
2
no
hours
more.
tops.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yeah. You mentioned this single before, and I just want to go back to that. Where's the story? Is there a storyline behind it?
I had a few head issues, didn't know what was going on, everything was taken off too quick, so I left for Europe and just started writing about the world and stuff like that. I don't want to say too much, but
Don't say too much, but
yeah.
that's enough.
yeah, it's a inspirational topic.
Yeah, so
That's what
you
we've
still,
done
even
for.
though you've got all these sorts of sounds, there is like lyrical meaning behind.
Yeah, my favourite band's Coldplay.
Ah.
So and like Adele, and I'm listening to Adele a lot at the moment, and real slow stuff. I do listen to like the heavier stuff, but I'm definitely more lyrics. My brother's a wicked lyricist, and I don't know. It's sincere lyrics and good bass lines is what's
Yeah.
fresh and what's new. And
Well, do you, without putting you on the spot here, just for people who haven't heard you, to try and like get the idea, could you compare yourself to anyone, or at least a word? If you don't want to
Lyrically?
go there, anything you want, go for it.
compare myself to another artist.
Yeah,
Double
you don't have to.
Effects.
Double effects, all right.
Yeah, check
cool.
him out.
Yeah.
DoubleFX.net. He's the same sort of setup.
Yeah.
Different pedals.
Yeah.
Beardy Man as well. He's my favourite at the moment. He's just hilarious.
Yeah.
He's just really, really funny. He does comedy nights, but with his pedals.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's probably my favourite at the moment.
Do you have much, when you're on stage, do you talk to the audience or
Yeah,
more, yeah?
yeah. You work off the crowd vibe. So if they're having fun, I'm having fun. If they're not, now the people I know can't stand where I can see them. Especially I don't want to say again, but Chris. He can't stand anywhere where I can see him because he listens to it so hard. He wants to see if I'm doing it the way I
Yeah.
normally do it. But he's always frowning,
Yeah.
and that puts me off. So a couple of times I do stop and be like, "You're right. You're not having fun," because you can just like bring it in, bring it out whenever you want. So. Yeah, if everyone's sort of nodding, and it's really hard to get people moving with this music though.
Why?
Still, I think we're growing still. We're getting there.
And I reckon you're about to play something on this for us.
Yeah, let's do it. What do
Yeah?
you what kind of music do you guys want?
Oh, man.
I'm
Take
so
it.
unprepared.
Take it. I can dance in the background if that sets
Yeah?
the vibe for you. Yeah, I'll do my
Okay.
best. Do my
Alright,
best,
let's
hey.
do that. All
We're
right.
going to get out of here.